All right, I want to look at the Supreme Court. What is going to happen with cleaning up the Supreme Court? Will they take measures? Is something going to happen on that? Is nothing going to happen on that? Will we finally get the Supreme Court monitored and regulated? Okay, from being able to be in the pockets of these wealthy people. What's going to happen with that? Let's see if it's listening. It's about what's being built, what's being constructed. Now, yes, this could be the right subject, because we know that they are that the wealthy are influencing them. And so this is about what's being constructed behind the scenes. Going into it, there are those that are really not happy with this. This is causing a lot of pain, okay? A lot of sorrow, a lot of pain. This is looking at the overflowing cup. Now, I never pull cards upside down, so when it's in the toxic thing, what's going on now, there's a lot of overflowing drama. I call it the cup of abominations. It's either the cup of love, and we know this is not a love incident, so it is the overflowing cup of abominations that are going to be looked at. People are not happy with this. It's causing a lot of pain. With that, the challenge is bringing it to its conclusion and looking at the overall thing of this, to bring it to a retreat, okay? To mentally kind of lay down the law. So let's see what we have. Above it, we have our laws, okay? What's being birthed. We have toxic, okay? That people are not liking what we're seeing, the cup of abominations, that this is a toxic thing with the Supreme Court. And of course, underneath of it, the challenge is the wealthy, the ones that continue to try to pull the strings, the uber right, okay? Wow, I just get chills with that. With them, it's all about money and power, okay? Underneath of this, the foundation is the barking mad, things that they're doing, the dark elements done by the light of the moon. I just get this I get chills up my back again. This is people coming together, and the challenge is being able to power through this, okay, to bring it to its end, to cow those courts from doing what they're doing. Let's see what we have underneath of it. This is like really feeling pushed to the edge when it comes to these men of power, the things they've tried to get away with, when it comes to like the Trumpian clan and the drama, that the dark path that they've taken, the message that's being put out on a daily basis, figuring out how to go forward, because we have these abuses of power. So we have charging forward to try to, wanting to temper this and bring it to its end when it comes to the secrets. When it comes to the secrets and hidden things. I'm running out of room here for this underneath, because we have so many things up in the air when it comes to these payoffs, etc. So now let's go ahead and trying to put these over here so we can break this down by subject and see if it's going to tell us the tale here. Oh my goodness. Got too many cards here. So at the center, this is about what has been constructed. Behind the scenes, money making, ruling these courts. Oops. And it's done by those of wealth and power. Okay. And this is about the message of their payoffs. It's about the payoffs. And again, filtering money to these judges to influence them. Okay, so let's see what we have here. The next subject is about the pain this is causing, and we're wanting to stop this. We have those of heavy duty looking at this, at what they are trying to get away with, and the abuses of power, and wanting to put an end to it. Okay. Next we have the cup of abominations. We have those that are coming together. We have the Trumpian MAGA type of saga, walking the dark path, and because of they are in their greed and wanting to influence all of these things that are up in the air, whether it's wealth, power, money, control, government. Okay, we have now feeling pushed to the edge when it comes to holding on to power, figuring out a way forward, and again this charging with club in hand. So now we'll look at the ones that tell the tale. What's going on underneath of all of this stuff? We're going to look at the major arcana, what's driving this. We have our laws, rules, regulations, what's being birthed. We have the dark drama, okay, that's going on, that's not under the light of day. Okay, the toxic shadow things by these ones that are toxic, ego-driven, chained. We have this wanting to bring this to its conclusion, and this happens kind of the world over when you have these ones of wealth and power. We have tempering some of this when it comes to the secrets. Okay, so it looks like underneath of it all, they want to bring some of these secrets, make it more divulged. Okay, when it comes to what these judges are getting. We're going to pull some more 3 cards and see what else it has to say about this. But it looks like they're going to require more disclosure than they've had. This is about being tied up mentally, putting constraints, which because this has become a nightmare subject, and this is the message going forward. So we're going to pull some clarifiers on this. So when it comes to this nightmare scenario that people are having and constraining these ones, judgment is going to come down. When it comes to constrained And the message actions, new action is going to take place. And the people are going to be supportive of this. So again, they're wanting to constrain this, they're wanting to constrain the Supreme Court to keep a little tighter rule on them. Let's see what else we have. For the long term, what about the long-term benefit? They're slowing this stuff down when it comes to the men of power, holding on to power, the men of action, and the White House, okay? Slowing this down. I think instead of the White House, this has to do with those of wealth and power that want long-term benefit, because this has been something that they have used. So let's see what it says. When it comes to them holding on to power and long-term benefit, things are going to be moving with that. When it comes to long-term benefit for the wealthy, there's judgment. We've got the Justice Department. And women of power. They are going to be, the women of power are going to be looking more into this judicial thing about these ones of wealth and power, and they're going to be challenging some of this stuff for these long-term benefits that these ones have had. Now, I like this new reading thing that's just come about. Now, this just came about today, doing this and these clarifications. Let's do another round. At the center, we have, again, the men of wealth that have been able to control. This is about making them retreat, putting restrictions on them with the new action. So let's look at this. When it comes to making them retreat, the ones of the men of wealth and power, it's being worked on. Okay? When it comes to the new action against them, there's going to be people that rally for this. Okay? And they're looking at, again, working on it, rallying against these men of power and looking at the darker things that they have tried to do, that they have tried to put in place. Okay? So they're going to look at that. I want to look at above it. Let's see what we have above it. We have more investigations going on. Working on some investigations when it comes to the new action. They're going to have some new paths going forward. And above it all, for the higher things and looking at the narcissist ones and the deeds they've done, they are going to start investigating, taking new actions. So it looks like it's going to take some time, but they will be, because underneath of it we have their dark actions, what's driving it. Above it, we have the narcissist and maybe looking for something higher. They're investigating their actions, the choices, the things that they're doing. Okay? So there is going to be, I don't know how soon, but there will be a deep dive into this and changes made when it comes to the Supreme Court and those that are influencing the judges there. So on that note, I don't think we really need to go any further. Underneath of it all, this is about going forward, finally starting to take action and moving this. So on that note, I'll leave this here. Let me know what you think of the new reading style, and I'll see you online.